On a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Cincinnati Bengals. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
There we go. Wide 57. Let's go, let's go. Switch. 26.
Now the first carry for an Ohio native. It's Ezekiel Elliott. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
There he goes, Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys.
There we go.
Amari Cooper, 83 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Set. 10 Lobo. Look at me. Dog. Kill. Let's go. Get sniped.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
Get that quarterback at all costs.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
X3, 218, chopper. Go one more time. Hit it.
2nd and 9 now. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Gerald McCoy, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Ha-Ha Clinton Dix with a pick, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The first down run for Elliott will net him about 5 yards. It's second down, brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and they're going to have a third down.
Here we go. Mike 29. Let's go.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and 10.
Ready?
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. A big play there for the Bengals. Give him 69 yards on the ground. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a first and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
Mike 5-5. Mike. Big rip.
He'll drop to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Alex Erickson, his second touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some.
Now Elliott.
Tackle.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Double tight. Even.
These two teams all tied after 1.
Hey, here we go. 180. Mike 29. Stay with your man. 26.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Man open. That's Kiki QT complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Let's go.
17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
20. 180. 29. All day, baby. Here we go. Going to 54. 180. Here we go. 47. 26.
A first down carry by Elliott. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory.
Yeah, baby.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Go. 180. 29. Go. Watch tight. Tight end right.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
Four down.
And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
There we go.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 20-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
You must be tired of seeing me. Hey, kill. 26.
On first down, it's Elliott. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Defense wins championships, baby. Kill.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Hey,
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Let's get off the field, D. 29 is the 26.
Prescott from the gun.
Get him.
Flushed out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Carl Lawson has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
55 to Mike. It's a party now. Mike, 55.
Hey, zoom.
55, Mike.
I'm on. Shoot.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He gets this one to Boyd. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
132 fighter.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Mike 28. Man,
Go.
I got you. Mike 50.
Hey, Echo.
55. Let's go, defense. Our time. This is our time.
Fire.
They'll drop the throw. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Ready.
Mike 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Say go.
Go, ain't running.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And all the way down to the 33-yard line.
We got
a
this.
gain there of 30 big ones. Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
We're going to work.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Right there. 54, Mike.
Yo, go.
Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. On second down, here's Mixon. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down. They got to get to the 23 here on third.
Hey, seam 6.
Check Mike. Watch 55.
Watch twist. Mike 55. Right there in the middle. Sit down.
They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Final play of the half, Prescott. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch. Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Here we go, here we go.
Get it.
They'll stay on the ground, mixing again. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
70, Indy.
I got you. I got you. Slam.
6'6", bullet high.
10, under 10, 10.
Big River, Big River.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. We've seen the pressure get to him several times in this game. There, though, we see him escape it.
And we've seen this rookie video before as well. That type of pressure,
ready.
Oftentimes, what do you resort to? Your legs, try and escape. What you hope is that this doesn't become habit for him, that he learns how to handle the pressure, still keep his eyes downfield, and make some throws.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Ready.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
5.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Set, ready. 18,
Officially
Gator.
no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Hey, Charlie. Let's go.
They'll set up to throw. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Elliott. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Ready, break.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And the drive starts with a completion left side. That throw good for 4. It's second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carlos Dunlap racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Third and long for Prescott. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 48 yards. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And an alley to run. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
50, the 56. Check 56. All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
That's where you belong.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Push him back. Push him back. Check 26. Check 26.
26.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Cooper was the intended target. 3rd down here.
Here we go. Wide 8.
57's the mic.
So don't say nothing.
Check 3. Check 3. Check 3.
Kill, kill.
Bang, 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 bang.
26.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And Zerline's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
They'll start here with a give to Mixon. Always got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 31 yards there and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Here we go,
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Now Joe Mixon. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. He'll look to throw. He's got his man, Boyd. That one goes for 30 yards. It's a great throw right there, and really showed a lot of confidence in his receiver.
He certainly did. Ball was in the air a long time, but he counted on the adjustment that we saw near the end of the play. As that ball was descending, who was going to come down with it? He counted on his guy, and he gambled correctly.
Looking to throw. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because
Latavius Murray, 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Latavius Murray, his third touchdown now on the year, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. Zerline connects on the extra point as this gets them back within a touchdown and a two-point conversion. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
He'll look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? But maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Ready.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
H328, cut.
They'll look to throw. A quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Ready.
Mike, 57.
Greystone travel.
What you got, Heavy?
Ready.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's it,
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Come on, D.
Check 50.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Here we go. 10 Lobo.
Watch the back and watch the back.
They'll run here. It's Murray. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Big series right here, so we got to step it up.
Back to throw. crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
6, let's get this all day.
Ready,
First and goal, a touchdown and a two-point conversion here are musts.
Watch that.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Exit.
29 is the Mike. Mike,
They'll try to run it in with Murray. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. And the ball situated at the 9, second and goal.
Watch the run. Let's go.
He's back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper, but now it's third and goal. You got to think this is likely four-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on third and goal. Back to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
That's how we do it.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on fourth and goal.
Now.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world.
Buzz. Ready, go.
He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and the Bengals will get the football back.
Let's go now.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Bengals, a final win here means they'll finish at 14-2. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, this was basically